Hello and welcome to Optics Quick Hits. Today I'm going to demonstrate how to create a DTW or a dial tone worksheet. So let's get to it. What I've done here is that I completed my proposal, and my proposal calls for a voice manager line or utility line, one of those, and also it calls for IP-centric complete seats. And in this case I will have 6. I'll, to start a DTW, I need to scroll down and then convert to project. So select the button that says convert to project. I will get a message stating, are you sure? And I will say, okay. Now remember that a DTW is not necessary unless you have received a signed contract from the customer. Until then, you can start your DTW. So from here, once you selected convert to project, scroll down to the bottom left on your page and then select the drop-down menu and click on telephony DTW. Click go. Select directory contact, and the directory contact is located here. Now the directory contact was entered at the time when I was building my opportunity. So I'm using the same directory contact here. I also need to add 6 IP-centric seats or telephone numbers, and also I need to add 1 utility line number. In order to do so, I'm going to say add numbers. Now, I'm going to assume that I'm porting these numbers from another provider, and in addition to that, those numbers happen to be in sequence. So my first number will be 949-856-1200. The transport HFC or fiber, whichever your access network is, I'm going to select HFC. Service, IP-centric flat. Circuit type, it will be voice. PIC, it will be Cox PIC, which is 05269. So I'm going to scroll down until I find the 05269 number and click on it. Listing, for now, it will be non-listed. Now, the reason I'm selecting non-listed is because I want to clone this number, and I want all the numbers to be non-listed. DL action, we're going to select none. DL type, we're going to leave blank. Number type, remember, we're going to be porting this number, so I'm going to say port in. We're also going to select yes, port is required. We're porting this number, we're going to say from AT&T. LPIC, again, I need to select the Cox LPIC, which happens to be 05269. And from here, I don't have to worry or do anything with the yellow pages, not just yet. What I need to do, however, is to go into the voicemail tab here and select the box because I want to make sure that all my IP-centric seats are equipped with voicemail. Once I do so, I'm going to select Save. And I get a message, an error message saying invalid telephone number format. Why is it giving me that? Well, because I didn't enter the dashes. So I'm going to go ahead and say OK. And the system or the tool is good enough or smart enough to fix it for me. So here it is. It's fixed now with the dashes as is required. In order for me to clone this number, I will have to select the box or check the box next to the number. Select clone. And from here, I need to select the clone quantity. I'm going to say that I need 5. Now, the reason I need 5 is because I already have 1 of them, and all I require is 5 more for a total of 6. Under the number here, I need to increase that number by 1 because I wanted to have it in sequence. I have a 0, 0. The next number in sequence will be 0, 1. If it was 25, the next number in sequence will be 26. Everything else, I already took care of it, so all I have remaining is select clone. And there it is. I have 6 numbers that have been cloned in a sequence. To identify which of this is my BTN, I can choose it from here. Now, my BTN can be the first number or this number, whatever that BTN is. For training purposes, I'm going to select the first number. I'm going to click on it to make it my BTN. And from here, I need to make some changes. First change I'm going to make is listing. I'm going to make sure that that is listed. DL action will be new. DL type will be simple listing. And also, I need to do my yellow pages here. So I'm going to click on it. And my business happens to be an insurance company. So I'm going to enter insurance. And I'm going to say fine. Now, it gave me one option to select from, insurance. If I want to be a little bit more specific, in order to do so, I can enter an asterisk and then say fine, and it will give me a few more options aside from just insurance. So let's say my insurance was a commercial insurance. I will look for it, find it, select it, and now it will be classified under the yellow pages under that title, commercial insurance. Last, to make this a BTN, I will scroll down to where it says BTN and check the box. Once I do so, I will select Save. And now my BTN has a little asterisk, which tells everyone that, well, this is my BTN. Now I need to add my utility line. In order to do so, I will go through the same process. I will say Add, enter the phone number 949-563-1212, transport, HFC, service, it will be voice manager flat rate, so I select that. Circuit type will be a fax machine or an alarm. So let's say it was a fax machine. Pick, it will be Cox 05269. Listing, it will be non-listed. DL action, it will be none. We are going to be porting this number as well, so I'm going to say port in, and it will require a port, and we're going to port this from AT&T. LPIC, again, I will have to find Cox LPIC, which happens to be 05269. I don't have to do anything with the yellow pages, but I do need to go to the tabs on the top and select feature options. Select voice manager and then click under the package utility and then say saved. Same message as I got before. I'm going to click OK and it will fix it for me. So there it is. Now, another option or another possibility is that the customer doesn't have any numbers. So they're going to be bringing you numbers to Cox. In that case, what we will be required to do is that we will come in and say add numbers. Since the customer doesn't have any numbers, then the telephone number will be a new number. The transport, again, I will have to select the transport, so HFC or fiber. Service will be voice manager, IP-centric flat. Circuit will be voice. LPIC, yep, I had to select that, even though it's a brand new number, I had to select that as well. So it will be 05269. Listing, since I'm going to clone this number, I'm going to say non-listed. DL action will be none. And since this is a new number, the number type will also have to be new. Do we have to port this number? No. Porting from? None. LPIC, yeah, I had to select that. So 05269 again. Yellow pages, not yet, because I'm going to clone this number. Voicemail, yep, I want all these guys to have or be equipped with voicemail. And then I'm going to say save. and there is my new number. Now, if I need to clone this number, I will proceed the same way as I did before. I will check the box and clone the number. If I need six numbers, I already have one, so I will have to select five new numbers here. And then I will have to select exact. So when I select exact, everything else has already been done, and then I'm going to say clone. And I have my new numbers here. Now these new numbers, I don't have to wait for order management to send them to me. They will be done by order management. So I don't have to enter these numbers. The only thing is that I will need to know which of those numbers the customer needs to be their BTN. But aside from that, we will be done with this. Now, if the customer requires a hunt group, then we will scroll down and select add under the hunt group. So we will add, name the hunt group. So it could be the name of the business, or it could be hunt group 1 if you have multiple hunt groups. The type, it will be series completion, and the method will be circular, and then click save. Now, in order for me to create the hunt group, I will need to select those numbers that need to be part of the hunt group. I know that the 1212 number is my utility line, so I'm not going to make it part of the hunt group. So I'm just going to highlight those numbers that I want to be part of the hunt group and select this arrow here. Now all those numbers have been moved here and they're going to be part of the hunt group. Let's say the customer calls you later and say, hey, I don't need that 03 to be part of the hunt group. You click in here and then you put it back into the available numbers. So now it's located here. From here, since I've been moving numbers back and forth, I'm just going to say save. And then from here, click under go to telephony provisioning, this button here. And now I have all the numbers that I require. Remember that the new numbers, I enter those just so I can show and tell how that's work. And then I also have my hunt group. After this, all I have to do is select project. And it will bring me back to my project, in which case I will have to upload my documents that I'm required to upload, and then last, submit my order. That is how you complete a DTW. Until next time, happy selling.